Hey guys, welcome back to Fire on the Hill. My name is Matt. Today I got a product for you guys just in time for the cold weather. I'm always doing stuff in my garage, and what better way to spend time in the garage when you have heat? So this is the product I want to share with you guys. This is made by Vevor. As you guys know, I do a lot of collaborations with Vevor. I really like their products and they're a great price. What this is a 12 volt, 24 volt, 8 kilowatt diesel heater. So why I chose this one is because I do a lot of stuff camping. I do a lot of stuff out in the wood yard, in the garage, and I wanted something that was durable, that actually looked the part, and this does, guys. This thing is pretty slick. So if you open this up right here, guys, you can see, like I said, it's a diesel heater. So it's got a diesel tank in here. Everything's well put away here. All you have to do in here is just open the lid and throw your diesel in there. I've already ran this thing, wanted to test it out, so I already have diesel in there. So that's good to go. It's everything under the hood. It's very simple. I'm not gonna get into all the specs and all that good stuff in here, but you just lock it down this way and you're good to go. You don't have to worry about messing anything up. Like I said, this thing's plastic, hard plastic, and it's durable. On this side, this is where the heat comes from, right here. This is the diesel gauge. So right now, let's see if I shake this. My diesel is right here, or about right there. So we're not quite full there. On the top here, guys, so this is the display screen, and this is a remote control. So the remote control can actually work up to like 160 feet or something like that. Or you can control it here, so it's really cool. And then the other side is another latch. This is where all the cords and stuff were. This is to hook up to a battery on a vehicle or wherever you have a battery hooked up, and you plug in right there. It also comes with just a standard wall outlet cable here, which is what I'm using. This is a carbon monoxide extension cable if you wanted to take this guy off and move it elsewhere. So that's pretty cool. What else this kit comes with is your heat hose. You just hook this guy up right here, and it's got clamps on either side. And then this is the end cap right here where it will direct your heat wherever you want to go. You have your exhaust hose, which is a flex hose, and it actually goes right here. This is nice about this one, that this is already set up. A lot of them you have to go underneath and bend and whatnot. This is set up where you just easily put it on there and let it go. This right here is a heat shield. You put over that to help with the heat. Then it comes with a muffler. And have a bunch of extra pieces here that you can, I guess, mount it or whatnot, that I will not be using. But yeah, so let me shut this guy right here. So let's assemble this thing. I already have diesel in here, so that's good to go. Shut that guy down. I guess that would be the first step, right? The next step is get your plug plugged up, which I have right here. You can run this thing off a wallet, but if you use this thing camping or out in the wood yard or in a garage or whatever, you can use a power box, which is what I'm going to use. All right, guys, so what this thing comes with is exhaust hose. Well, this is exhaust hose. This is the heat hose. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these guys on. This is very simple, guys. You just put it in there, tighten it up. So this is the heat hose, so I'm gonna put that inside here. Boom, boom. Just a Phillips head screwdriver is all you need. Could use a, I think it was a 7mm socket. Let's see, 6mm socket if you didn't want to use a screwdriver. So that guy's on there. The next thing is to put the exhaust on. So I'll go ahead and put the muffler on here. I guess it doesn't matter either way, works. Tighten that guy up. And it does say in the directions that you want to keep this exhaust hose as straight as you can. But I've seen people bend it. I don't know what actually it affects. But put this on there. Like I said, guys, one thing about this one compared to the other ones is all this is already ran under here. You have your fuel, your diesel hose here, and then all this is already protected. It's got the heat shield on it and all that good stuff. Well, I guess I did forget to put the heat shield on, so let me pull this guy off here and put the heat shield on. So this guy this thing's dirty because I've been using it, guys. I wanted to make sure that I liked it before I did the review, as everyone should. It comes with these two clamps here that you can just come on there to get it snug on there. All right. Let's see here. I guess I'll put it down like this. All right, we're on there. So guys, look, I mean, this thing's easy to pick up. It's pretty much full of diesel and it's not even that heavy. I'm gonna set it down, plug it up with the power box, and we'll see what it heats. All right, so guys, I got the garage door shucked. It's cracked just a little bit, just so I can get the exhaust outside. We're gonna start up this heater. I actually do have to change my tire because I got a hole in my regular tire and I've been running on spare, so I'm gonna switch that out this morning. And what better way to test the heat on this thing than doing it while changing the spare tire in the cold weather. So here's the setup, guys. I have the exhaust going out of the garage, and then I have the heat section going towards the truck where I'm gonna be working. The reason I'm using a power box in here so I can see the pull, the voltage it's using, and kind of give y'all a gauge on that. I could just hook it up to, you know, drop cord or anything, but let's go and plug this guy in here. I told you guys I had used this thing before, so I don't have to do all the initial setup of getting the diesel exhaust through the machine and all that stuff. So you just press the button here.
Start heating.
It's got your display. It's got the gauge, so like I said, I thought it was 32, 33. It's saying it's 33 out. So that's right. The only controls it really has is you can turn up the heat.
Temperature control mode.
You can change the control mode to where you set a temperature and it stays just like our normal thermostats in our house.
Temperature control mode.
So we'll set it 77 there. Like I said, you can turn the heat up, the fan up and down. And then this guy's pretty cool. If you're camping or something, let's just say you're waking up in your camper or your tent and it's cold, all you have to do is hit a button and you have everything set up to heat your area. So that's pretty cool. This thing's supposed to work like 164 feet. And it's just got your on and off switch and then your heat control, or actually I think this is the fan control. But let's see. Yeah, so you just turn up the heat there. And it's doing its thing right now, so it's gonna go ahead and start heating. We'll come back to this once this thing gets fully started. A lot of people state that theirs smoked a lot when they first turned it on. Mine didn't smoke barely any, but they say the smoke dissipates. So yeah, let's get this thing heated up and come back to it. So it's starting to heat. You can hear it clicking. You can see the wattage going up there. So you're around 265 watts, 270. You can kind of hear it heating up here. You can hear the exhaust. This thing runs at like 70 decibels, 70, 80 decibels. So it's not that loud. It's definitely quieter than most big heaters. So this is like the exhaust side, guys. Like I said, no smoke here. You can hear it there. Real nice and warm already. They say that this gets a temperature around like 250 degrees, so it gets pretty hot. But yeah, we're rolling. All right, we're gonna get this tire changed, but first I want to show you the app real quick, guys. If you just press this app right here. Like I said, it's got a Bluetooth app, and it's also got a remote start, but you just click into here. you can have multiple devices. But right now it's saying the room temperature is 39.2. I'm at power level 10, so we're pumping it. Get that notification off. It's set at 80 degrees. It is 9:03, so we'll see what the temperature is once I get this tire done. Alright, we got all the lug nuts loose. Time to jack it up. Alright, we're off the ground. Alright, for this, just to get all this up quick, I gotta socket and drill. As y'all can hear, the heater is not loud at all. But let's see where we're at now. Alright, now it's showing it's 46.4 in here. We're at level 9. All that good stuff. So we have, I can't remember, dang it. What was it? It was 39 before we started at 9:03, and now it's 46.4 at 9:10. So that took what, 7 minutes, and we went up 7 degrees. That's pretty quick, even with the garage door cracked here. One thing I do really like about this is you don't actually have to open the cover here to see where you're at there. That's pretty cool. Obviously to change any controls and stuff you do, but we're at 50 degrees now. This thing's pumping, guys. I wish I had like something to show you the wind speed, but a lot of heat's coming out right now, and it's hot. Like, you put your hand up to it, it feels like it's kind of burning. It's hot. So I'm gonna just let this thing go for 30 minutes and see what temperature we can get up to. In the directions of this diesel heater, it says that you want to put it in a corner of whatever you're heating. Obviously, I'm not gonna get the most accurate reading because I'm right next to the cold air, right? Also, if the room is completely shut off, it would heat a lot better because you wouldn't get cold air coming through. So I know I'm not gonna get a really good accurate reading on this, but the fact that I can leave the door cracked and it's still heating it up and heating it up really quickly really shows you it works well. And this is probably, I don't know, a 20 by 20 foot garage or something like that. I really don't know how big it is. But it's heating it well. I'm not that cold at this point. But back to what their directions read, they want you to put it in a corner of a room where it's away from the door, obviously. But like I said, I want to keep mine mobile because I have other reasons I want to use it. I want to use it for camping. I want to use it in the wood yard. We have a building out back that would be nice to heat if I was working out there. Plus, I'd sharpen a lot of chains. I could use it out here. But I mean, you can use this thing pretty much anywhere that you can get electricity, which at this point in time, you can pretty much use anywhere because you have a power box like the one I'm using. And y'all saw that I think the most it got up to like 280 watts or something. So a very small power box would power this no problem, and you pretty much have instant heat anywhere you go. Well, I'm impatient and I got things to do, but you can see right here it says it's 9:28. We're at 59 degrees, so almost 6 degrees in less than what 25 minutes, and that's with the door cracked and right beside the cold air. So I mean, this thing pumps heat, guys. Also to note that this is not at max level, it's at like level 6, so I don't even have it on max level. I just set the room to 80 degrees and it's kind of just doing its thing. And now that it's just heating, we're at 62 watts, so very little wattage there. I mean, obviously it's running mostly off the diesel, but very low watts once it's completed startup. So I'm done. I'm gonna open the garage and move the truck out. So all I gotta do here is hit off.
Stop heating.
So it says stop heating, but you can hear it going. So what it's doing is it's cooling itself off. And then once it cools itself off, it'll say all done or something, goodbye. But that is as simple as this thing is, guys. All you gotta do is plug it in, put some diesel fuel in it and let it run. So I opened the door to pull the truck out, and I'll tell you what, you could definitely feel the difference in the heat and the air from being in there and coming out. Obviously, I do not have this thing set up to be in its prime. I have no doubt in my mind that if you'd set this up in somewhat a confined spot, anywhere from 20 foot by 20 foot and smaller, it'll heat it no problem. There's no doubt in my mind. I'm telling you guys, you put your hand up against that hose where the heat's coming out, and you can't hold it there for long. It's that hot. Thank you, Vevor, for supplying me with this. This is going to be so useful. I'll be able to do things a lot easier, a lot warmer, which I really enjoy. And honestly, I can't wait to take this thing camping, because I've seen some cool videos of people like running pipes like up in their tents to heat it and everything. And obviously the heater stays outside, so you don't have to worry about anything catching fire or anything like that. I've also seen videos of people saying they run these things 24 hours. So they have no issues with running a long time, which is pretty crazy with such a little heater. And I mean, I see people doing it in negative 30-degree temperatures in their homestead off a tiny little power box running 24 hours. So it's really amazing what these things could do. But again, thank you, Vevor, for supplying me with this. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.